I wasn't expecting it to be what it turned out to be. I thought it was going to be more stressful or we were going to be less hands-on. But no, we handle it from top to bottom, every aspect. Speaking as a producer, I'm glad I survived. I think everybody is. The hardest challenge in the 3x3s was the week before, because that's when you actually have to make sure that you have everything you need to move on. You have to foresee the future, and that's very hard to do, and that's a lot of stress. They just threw us in the water. I didn't think we were ready. I learned to have a little bit more faith. The human factor is the difference between practical and theoretical. You know how to fill out the forms, but when you add in crew and you have to deal with their concerns, people are in numbers. You cannot just add them or take them, discount them. And you have to match your vision with your director's vision. It's one of the electives. Honestly, it should be a masterclass just because of everything that it involves. You get to realize what it takes to actually build from scratch a whole production. From designing the set to getting involved with lights and camera angles and then everything that's on frame, that's on you. You're part of it. So it was going from theory to practice and coming up with a vision of how to tell the story. And it's the perfect blend between creative, administrative work, because you have to do budgets and lists and sourcing, but you also get to work with color palettes, interior design and graphics and stuff. I wasn't expecting that for sure, and it has made me a better producer because now I understand what else I need to think of. That is one of the biggest challenges, working as a team. If you're not built to do teamwork, then you're not cut out for this industry, that's for sure. Learning how to work with people, learning how to compromise, learning how to communicate. I never expected it to be so much on that. I thought you had to be very good with the camera or very good at writing. No. Those are hard skills that you can learn here. But the soft skills that you have to develop, either you have the will to develop them or you don't. If you have the will to actually do what it takes to develop those soft skills first, I think you're set. I think the rest will eventually happen. 3x3s are more an exercise in what not to do, with things to watch for, which is always great. You always learn more from the things that are harder for you to do than from your successes, if you want to call them that. The most formative experience I've had this year, and there's a lot to take away, I'm sure. Because we just wrap, as we go forward, as we move to bigger projects, I know that I'm going to go back and say, oh, this is not how you're supposed to do it because I did it this way in the 3x3s and I shouldn't have. I could have done it better. I'm fooled. I think it's outside. The lighting is so good and I buy it. I never thought that something that I would make, even as a student, would be convincing.